cover there are 5 lights.
We didn't do the professional iCarly countdown this week like I normally do.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
This is the second session on my channel in a row where I've just been, and we're live.
Yes, correct.
And we're going.
It's Tuesday.
Indeed.
It is Tuesday, my dudes.
Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, Tuesday has come.
Let them come.
Yes, correct. Tuesday has come.
Hold on.
Which means...
I want to see if I can make this work.
Let them come.
Tuesday?
That's how we're doing today.
Oh,
hey, gamers, what's up?
I came!
Well, I hope you came to the session.
I came Tuesday.
Oh, chat, I can already tell that this is going to be a great fucking session.
All my fellas.
Getting pretty Caucasian in here.
Anyways, welcome to the gas leak episode, everyone.
Yes.
We let loose the funny gas in this chamber.
Welcome to the Tart hasn't had food session.
So this is how you get hangy. Heard.
I get hungry, stupid. Not hungry, angry. Hungry, stupid.
Yes. Fuck.
That's interesting.
Which is just more stupid than normal.
Well, if y'all don't mind here, I think I'll go ahead and take the reins for a moment since you're feeling some kind of way. Hi everyone, it's time for another exciting installment of the Rascals in Ravnica live play series. As per the usual, I am joined by a wonderful cast of 4 goons who they are doing things in the setting. CG.
Let's go.
That's a me G.
A farting tart.
I don't have anything to rhyme with tart. That's me.
We're literally here. That's it. J Frost. And last but certainly not least, especially considering how much his friends went through to get him back, reprising his role as Adelsees Einva, X Wiley Willie. Who may be away from his keyboard at the moment. Looking back in the chat log.
Hi, I'm Wiley Willie, and we put up a cardboard.
Yeah, I can't believe we not only have to have a cardboard cutout of Haza, we have to have a cardboard cutout of Willie.
When will our Willie and Haza return from the war?
Only one of them. They're on opposite sides.
Oh no.
He did say he was going to be AFK for a few minutes because he is still eating.
Yeah, he is eating at the moment, but I believe if with introductions out of the way, I think we should get right to it.
Let's go.
Guild Pact Gazette, dateline 9th Sizearm, 10,078 Zal Concordant. Today's top story, an avenging audit. Now, the now ex-Guild Pact deputies, by the time of the publishing of this article, Tusk, Razzle, Carrick, and their newfound ally in Frondia, have had a rather cathartic sit-down with Teysa Karlov as they were in audience to an audit of Osric's Dorn's assets, which included the coverage of the resurrection of a certain ally of the quartet. With a couple days of planning behind them, they brought back to life their friend Adelsees, learning unfortunately that the loss of their compatriot's life also meant the loss of the soul of Adelsees' sister, Allie, which the party had learned was bonded to their compatriot as a means of extended life support of a kind. Despite this grief, however, there was hope. Razzle's research gave Adelsees and the party hope that she may not be gone forever, citing research that he and his partner turned spellbook, Cosry Cuss, had been undertaking. After gaining the promise of assistance in his research by both Frondia and a revived Adelcies, Razzle looks to continue his long-dormant research project. Though, that's not to say the party is out of hot water just yet, as Tusk, while visiting his father's grave after having memories jogged during his brief encounter with Teysa, he was met by his brother, Mast, who raised concerns about disquiet in the Selesnya conclave. Concerns about a handful of his students that he hadn't seen in some time, and the emergence of a thorn-wrapped Vernati in the third precinct. Seeds of distrust and potential in equal measure have been planted around the party, but what fruit will they bear? Only time will tell.
Fruit?
And time certainly will tell, because we discussed a few things after session last time. And I have a couple of things to go over with the party as they take 3 weeks of time to themselves to complete some personal goals. I would like to begin, firstly, with CG.
Hey, that's me.
And by extension, X Wiley Willy. Because Adelcies is involved. So, I believe...
Hey, it's me, Adelcies Gabagoo!
Do not bring that here. Do not bring that here. I am putting the hard kibosh on that. Ugh. No, that's... Yeah, no. Just... In the midst of this 3 weeks, Razzle, you are hard at work. You are very much hard at work. To call this downtime is a bit of a misnomer. You are plying spellcraft. You are, in the truest sense, you are plying spellcraft in writing and scribing new scrolls to be passed around various laboratories around the overlook of the blister coils in the 5th precinct, where your lab is located. However, there is also the meat and potatoes of the actual research that you are doing. With additional assets provided by the Is It League in a couple of commoner research assistants to basically ensure that you can keep going alongside both Adelcies and Frondia, I would like you to make an Arcana check for each of the weeks of downtime.
All right, here we go. Do I get advantage because Adelcies is helping?
Correct, you do. Thanks to the assistance of Adelcies' researcher feature.
Right, let's go. Week 1, 22.
Okay, that's 1.
Week 2, a 19.
19 on both sides. Okay.
Week 3, 29.
That's really good on all accounts. I would like to go ahead and let you know that you are going to have a couple benefits from this. Give me just a second here, and I'm making sure I have my book on the right page. It's at the end of your particular set of research at the end of those 3 weeks where you are going to be delivered something. I would like, before I reveal this handily, I need to know, are you keeping in touch with a certain fire mind about the details of your research?
I mean, Razzle absolutely would keep the Firemind abreast of his goings on whenever asked or requested.
Okay. Well, then I would like to, I would like to reveal something for you to read out, if you would be ever so kind. Because during the goings on of your downtime, of your research time, you are delivered this message.
What's this?
I'll go ahead and add Tart to it for the sake of chat being able to read through and pause.
I get benefits.
To the chair of the CosRaz Research Partnership in regards to Project Veil Spark. It has been nigh on 2 months since I have heard of any meaningful progress on your promised research goals, and more than a month since your last report. To understate matters, I am gravely disappointed to hear so little of the project that I ensure you is of the highest interest to me at this time. Let me remind both partners of my initial reluctance to outsource this project to legwork to begin with, and furthermore, that you are doing little to dissuade me that reluctance was not sound. I have heard of your dalliances with a number of out-of-guild affiliates, including 2 Finn Claude research aides, a conclave spiritualist, and a rather distasteful violent legion NCO, if the reports I've heard of any truth to them. Understand I will not tolerate the details of League-affiliated and League-partnered projects falling into the hands of other guild. Boros interference, Simic espionage, and antiquated conclave philosophies are hurdles your project can ill afford without evidence of progress, should you wish to keep my confidence in your ability to see this project through. I am aware that there is a matter of hesitation on your part considering the state of one of the project's partners, though I no longer care to be gentle with this matter. Plan on scheduling in time to discuss matters in the near future. I sincerely hope that the topics involve your latest findings and theories. Should I receive no word from you within 30 days of the submission of this letter to the founding partners of the research group, I will consider the group's obligations of service to the Izzet League to be dissolved, and will repossess any and all materials and assets provided for and involved with Project Veilspark. With anticipation, give message, Harun, Izzet League. Upon receiving this letter, Razzle goes white-faced. Oh boy. And he looks back to his research and he looks over to Adelce's. I assume helping to provide any aid as possible. And he looks on over to the book as well. Oh, he looks on over to Adelce's. What did you say?
I was above game.
Oh. And he looks on over to his book.
It's worth noting that this is dated 7th of Sizarm, a day after, actually specifically dated the same day that Adelce's was revived.
Ah. So, understanding that, uh, Razzle would absolutely try to head this off at the pass, and he begins to start working for 3 weeks to very rapidly procure results that he may present to the Fire Mind.
Okay.
I imagine, by the sound of this, did he want me to provide information on at the time of writing?
At the time of so I'm gonna say this right now. The way that he requested this, he is almost, depending on what your response is going to be, he may ask for an audience with you directly.
Ah,
Depending on
So-
how you respond.
okay. So, I'm not going to write out a full letter, if that's fine. But Razzle would absolutely, the second that this hits his desk, be like, okay, so we need to do something about this. And he begins to write a counter letter that basically says the following. First of all, referring to the great fire mind, uh, most intelligent and wisest leader of the Izzet League. Kiss ass, kiss ass, kiss ass. Um, with the appropriate honorifics needed. He will mention that at the time of juncture, progress was stalled, admittedly, agreed, due to the loss and state of one of the partners. However, a and recent developments with the Simic mentioned. I know he's not gonna like that, but the one of the reasons that he was interacting with with the Simic in particular was that the Simic had a situation that was relevant to my research and is contributing in a non guild format. Uh, would there be any theft by the Simic of research? How should I put this? Would there be theft of research in any way? I can only promise that appropriate measures would be taken and that they would be flashy. But as it stands, the individual has not given me any reason to doubt, though I am keeping tabs their on their goings on within my lab. The situation that I am the nature of the research that I am developing, I have come to a new theory that I am testing involving not so much a not so much is it a universal force outwards, but rather it might be something found in individuals. To that end, I am approaching a new avenue of research into this, whereas Cosry's research was more about the fabric of things. If it makes sense, or if it makes sense, Cosry approached looking at the lock and tinkering with it. I am thinking about there might be a key that goes into the lock, and these recent junctures have given me reason to believe that I may have found one such individual who could be a key. I will need to investigate them and the procedure as needed to determine if that is the case. And with respect, the with respect, Project Veilspark is to become my solitary goal for the immediate future, with this information hopefully bearing fruit.
Okay. Good to know. If you want to work on something, anything more, like I can go ahead and give you edit permissions so that you can add to this document at your own discretion here. With the details of your reply. If you'll give me just a moment, I can have that to you presently. And edit permissions, Razzle. Save changes.
Okay.
Anything below the line, you can type in and edit how you wish to continue this properly.
Very well.
I can say that with your 3 successful Arcana checks, because let's be honest, there was even without advantage, you would have only just passed on one of them.
Oh, just failed, you mean?
Yeah, you would have only just passed. Like if you had the 17, that was the DC for these 3 weeks.
Gotcha.
That is 3 weeks of successful research into your current project, and you will have some results to present to the Firemind whenever you deem to respond, whenever you deem to meet with the Firemind next. Whenever that may be.
All right. So, with that, that ticking clock, as well as the inspiration that was found with Adelseas, Razzle spends the next couple of weeks absolutely getting the fuck to work. To excellent results by the sound of it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I believe you had something else you wanted to cover during your downtime, but I think that syncs up nicely with something that I'll be putting on later.
All right.
If
Fair
that's
enough.
all right by you, CG.
By all means.
Carrick.
What's up?
We go now to you. We meet with you just under a week after, actually just over a week after Adelseas' resurrection.
Uh-huh.
It has been probably 5 days since you submitted a certain form to your officers, where the Giant's Fist squadron, your soldiers, the squadron under your command, are stationed. in Common Fortress.
Understood.
On the 15th, you receive this notice. And I will give you the same edit permissions that I gave CG in however you wish to respond, or additional correspondences you may want to add.
All right.
If you would be ever so kind as to read this out, your correspondence.
Carrick will probably be sitting at like a desk, sipping on like some coffee or something, and he's just gonna open up the letter and go, "From the desk of Sky Marshal Ame Veskov, Company Sunflight Sentinel Company. Application for advancement of Sergeant Carrick Tau, Company Giant's Fist Squadron, Kamen Fortress. Due to your service to the city of Ravnica and hunting down stolen Legion arms and exposing traitors to the Legion's ideals and aims during the deployment of the Giant Fist Squadron to Kamen Fortress, your application for advancement and station within the Legion has been put up to my consideration. You will be provided transportation alongside Wojek Jadrik, Goody, the Wojek, who brought this matter to my foremost attention, to Barhelion 2, to consult with me in person. Huh. Holy shit, they're actually taking that into consideration. And they'll just sip the coffee hard.
I'm assuming that this is likely going to be in one of the barracks during your during downtime, after mail call specifically.
Most certainly. Most certainly, he is.
Yeah. It's in here where one of your soldiers, a dark elf, oddly enough, in the Boros Legion, kind of out of, well, let's just say it's out of the ordinary for this individual to be a part of the Legion. Usually it draws from the humans and the giants and the minotaurs. Alcaris, one of the privates under your command, is getting off of patrol at this time. Oh shit. You're you put in for promotion, sir?
That I did, Garis. That I did. What, you surprised a meathead like me can try to go further? Be honest.
I mean, no disrespect intended, sir. You are a meathead, yes, but there are rumors that have went around the barracks about some shit that you've been involved in, man.
And what are those rumors? Private?
Sir, this is scuttlebutt only, and I can't say precisely where I heard it. But weren't you somehow involved with Wojek Hirik's incarceration?
Private, unless you see an official report in front of you. Unless you have an official report of that entire situation, don't believe everything you hear.
Make a deception check.
Okay. I'm not good at these. That's a 4.
Alcaris, who's up to this point, he's been, he's been at least passively interested. As you say, without an official report, that's the give for him. You never usually refer to official paperwork, at least to him. Oh, I see. Well, let me just assure you, sir, that I will take that under consideration.
I know I've got a brash method of doing things. However, sometimes if you're just to get things done, you can't just stick around at the same level. I'll still be doing ground patrol. There ain't no question about that. I just want to give some more breathing room for you all.
Does that mean potentially, sir, that we are going to be... the Giant's Fist is going to get a new CO? Or
That
are you
depends.
going to try to keep us together?
Little bit of column A, little bit of column B. Is the captain still in charge?
I mean, sir, you're in charge of our squadron.
I understand. I'm talking about the entire company.
Yeah. Captain Obez is still... Surprised Captain Obez didn't have anything to say.
Well, you know what it's like with paperwork and legionary business. Besides, if everything goes well, you'll have some friendly face up to bat for all of you.
Hope you don't forget about us on your way up the ranks, sir.
Of course I won't. You all serve under me damn good. On private.
Yes, sir.
Kind of points to his weapon. Make sure you're keeping that thing in better condition.
I'm afraid I don't follow, sir. This was just inspected. This was just inspected this morning, sir. As he does kind of stiffen up at your criticism.
That's not what I'm talking about, Private. Use that thing wisely. Don't go willy-nilly. I know I have a habit of getting lost.
Understood, sir.
That's what I thought. And he just pats him on the shoulder. He's like, "You're a good man. Who knows? Maybe you'll become the next NCO of this entire squadron."
It wouldn't feel right, sir. But I thank you for the confidence.
Have a little faith in your people.
Alcaris will start opening up some of his own mail from his family members across the city.
He'll nod. Carrick will take one final swig of his coffee. He'll grab his axe. And he's gonna probably just stuff the letter into his pocket and immediately go for some practice swings.
During your drills that morning, you are approached by a familiar, if
irritating voice. You know, usually when someone's not quite in the best graces of the Legion, they don't always put in for an application of advancement in grade, Sergeant.
He's gonna turn a bit to see the voice. Is it who I think it is?
You see Ilidian, actually dressed in proper Boros uniform, proper combat attire, not dress attire.
Can I help you, Elydian? Or are you just here to basically ride my ass?
Oh, believe me, as much as I would want to, that's not my job anymore.
What, you find a newer piece of ass that you like? What's his name?
You're funny. You're funny, Carrick. I wouldn't say new piece of ass. More... let's be honest here. More surprised that someone we both knew has eyes on both of us. I got orders to report to Common Fortress where I'm supposed to meet you. And then we're getting picked up.
Yeah. Do you know exactly where we're going? Wojek?
Sergeant, I'd like to point out right in this moment that I do technically outrank you. Technically.
Carrick's gonna give a kind of smile, like, you know, one of those bar brawler smiles and go, yeah? So savor the moment. Because soon enough, you and I might be getting on very level ground.
Did not expect Alme to take this up. Got any thoughts on that?
Who am I supposed to say? My interaction with Sunflight Sentinel companies, meh, very rare. They barely interact with Giant Fist Squad.
Oh, I'm aware of that. The Sunflight Sentinels are part of Parhelian's garrison. Officially. I'm just surprised why my boss is interested in you.
Maybe it's just because I'm doing such a damn good job. Maybe it's because of my perky nipples. Who knows?
There is a moment of bewilderment that crosses Elydian's face when you say that. What? I'm sorry, you lost me there for a second.
Still in the nose in the book, kind of Wojek.
Yeah, nose in the book about apparently one of the sergeants under my purview getting deputized. That's huge, man. You never did debrief me about what the circumstances of that were.
When he says deputized, I know it's about the guild pact, correct?
Yeah, that's a pretty safe assumption.
So you understand why that doesn't leave the lips. Yeah.
I am very aware, and we'll have a whole flight to talk about it.
Unless I get the go-ahead to clear, no. You know the bigwigs.
I also know that you're withholding You're withholding vital intelligence from a Wojek, and that's enough to throw you into the brig the second we step on Parhalion.
And when the Guild Pact comes knocking, who do you think's getting thrown under the bus? The commanding, or you?
It might be me for a while, but trust me when I say this, Carrick. You don't want that any more than I do.
Of course I don't. You did help out with the whole weapons scenario.
Yeah, that's,
Which, by the way, and he kind of grips this time. What about that entire scenario?
I got a note from an Orzhov envoy alongside about a tip about a certain warehouse where a number of these weapons were suspected to be held. I took my two boys and we seized some assets. They're back in Legion hands.
Good. The last thing we need is legionary weaponry going off to other guilds. Or worse, people who are operating outside of guilds.
I think I'll save whatever conversation we have left for when we reach Alme. I don't know what her fascination is with you.
I'm a people person, Jadric.
That's
Look
bullshit, that's bullshit, and we both know it.
Ah, come on, just look at me. I'm the friendly little teddy bear that everyone wants to cuddle up.
As you say that, there is a splitting shriek of a rock that echoes around the training yard.
The fuck?
You know, for being the people person and being so wise and so intelligent, I think you would recognize a skyjack when you heard one.
No, I'm sorry. It was just, it was hard to tell if that was something like that or just, a mating call for you specifically. And he gives like a shit-eating grin.
Look, only one of the two of us is bird-brained, and we both know it isn't me.
I don't know, those bones look pretty brittle. Come on, let's go. He just hoists his axe onto his back. Besides, maybe we could stop by and get a donut or two. I'm hungry.
That's not how this works. As a pair of skyjacks land with their rocks on their rock mounts in the midst of the training yard. Most of the rest of the soldiers who have been mustered or are drilling here have cleared out and stand at attention at the presence of these two individuals. They are in full Boros plate, the gleaming red fist of the Legion emblazoned across their chest, gold accents on their armor, bearing great swords that bear some resemblance, at least in passing, to your own great axe, Carrick, in its details and filigree. Go ahead and make a history check from me with advantage.
You got it. History check with advantage. That's a 16.
That is the standard. That's the standard outfit. Uniform. Of the Sunflight Sentinel Sky Knights.
Ah, damn. Man, they arrive quick. Ah, fuck, I'm not getting my donuts.
No, you're not! Jadric says as he follows the first of them to mount up.
Full debrief time. Let's get to it.
I fucking hate bureaucracy and paperwork. I just want a donut. And he kind of just... He gets on the rock. He's just like... You're alright.
You're led to the other rock, and the four of you now take off into the skies above Ravnica. If you'll give me the transit tunnels whistles grow ever more distant below. As we will come back to you. And the resolution of this.
Of course.
Lastly, and certainly not leastly, at least of those that have interests separate from others at this time. Tusk.
What's up?
I believe you had some goings on during these 3 weeks, as your mind is almost certainly not settled after your discussion with your brother Mast.
Yeah.
What's one of the things that what's one of the things that Tusk would have likely have taken to in the meantime?
Well, there were several things, but the biggest thing is that he would want to visit our dear friend. I almost said dearly departed friend, which is not true. He's not dead. But he would want to visit Gad.
Hey, CG, would you do me a favor real quick while you're around?
Aye.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
I just want to check and see if certain interests are congruous or not.
67.
Lucky you. Back to Tusk. As you are making your way from Tin Street.
I'm bringing
Walking-
him lunch, by the way.
What are you bringing him?
I'm bringing him more burritos from the bazaar.
Mm-hmm. Now the real question, are you bringing him steak burritos, chicken burritos, or, dare I say, bean?
I don't know why that was funny to me.
That's the most intimidating I've ever heard the word bean be
Yeah.
said.
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a d4 on my end. Bean.
Truly the most intimidating of burritos. This sumbitch is stuffed to the gill to the gills with I almost said stuffed to the gills. uh, with beans, rice, and sauces, tomatoes too, because why the fuck not?
Tusk is also a bean burrito because he does not eat meat when he is his standard form.
It's true.
He only eats meat while he's wild shaped. Fact.
True fact.
Because that's the way nature intended it, brother.
As you are about to cross from the high spires, as you see off on your left of Orzova, Viscopa Bank, the edge of Precinct 1, where it bleeds into Precinct 6. Coming up from a transit tunnel, you actually manage to see another one of your compatriots.
Is it perhaps, I don't know, a small
It's
goblinoid?
It's a small
Compatriot.
goblinoid in a blue coat.
I know him. He doesn't shout that, but that's absolutely Tusk. Like that's Tusk internally. I know that guy.
You do
The
catch a glimpse of Razzle stepping up out of the stairway down to the transit tunnels.
Tusk's pace increases slightly. Hey yo, Raz! He'll call out.
Oh, wow, didn't expect to see you here. Hey, kind of gives like a raise and lowering wave.
Yeah, what you doing here, bud?
I had a few minutes, and I was in the neighborhood. I wanted to talk with Gad about something.
No shoot. That's where I'm going.
Oh, wow. Well, winky dink.
I'm bringing him lunch. I wanted to congratulate him on his article. And, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since he kicked us out.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm here. I wasn't there when everything kind of exploded, and well, it felt prudent to at least talk to him about it,
Yeah. Which, above game, I don't think I've been confronted about that person that I absolutely killed.
Yet.
It's been how long
Yet.
since that occurred?
This is probably going to be on the 10th.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been confronted about that incident yet, and I'm not really sure why. So I kind of wanted to check in on that whole situation. Because I feel bad,
I get it, yeah.
Like, I know we were protecting ourselves and all, but probably weren't thinking too straight in that moment.
So you just straight up killed someone.
You don't have. We are in a public place, my friend. You don't have to say it like that. I protected myself as well as my friends. And let's be honest. They would have done the same thing. Probably. Yeah, let's just say, I think I've caught the Isn't League's attention now in a couple regards, and, you'll see as he kind of looks over his shoulder. Kind of trying to keep low, if you know what I mean. As he, maybe about 2 minutes ago, shouted on a train platform.
Right. Tusk, my albino master of stealth friend. Fair enough. We'll keep as inconspicuous as we can be.
He says, nodding. Jake, also, there is a small conversation happening in the Discord that I don't know if you want to consult before we progress further.
I'll keep that in mind here as you guys progress to the home of the Guild Pact Gazette.
Nars. Does it look
Adams.
like it's still under investigation as we're approaching?
As you guys are approaching, you will find that there are a couple of Azorius officers out front.
Returning to the scene of the crime. The last thing they'd expect.
Self-defense.
It
They were
was.
coming right for us.
Yeah, exactly. Correct. They're coming right for me.
As I imagine, Razzle just kind of looks on over it. Oh, this ain't good.
Yeah, not great.
Do you guys approach further? Actually, no. Go ahead and make insight checks for me as you stand outside of the Gazette.
5.
Mm.
Oh, I thought
Shame
the
you
20
didn't
was
have
the real
advantage.
one.
Shame
Very
you didn't have advantage.
15.
It seems like the guards are the two Azorius officers seem alert and are keeping an eye out on the street. They may stop you depending on how sensitive the conversations are that are going on inside the Gazette. There's a non-zero chance.
Nothing to do but bite the bullet, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Go get him, buddy. He just pats the back of your left, like, what? Your drum leg.
Like
You're
that you have
very
to think
tall.
about it.
I wanted to say stop, but that didn't sound right.
Ham.
Tusk takes a moment and realizes that this is what he gets for throwing Raz that one time. He squints, he puts his game face on, and he begins to approach.
One of the arresters who has their longsword planted in the ground and is looking over in your general direction as you approach. Raises a hand to you as you come closer. That is enough, citizen. There's official Azorius business going on inside.
Yes, the proprietor of this establishment, Mr. Hold on, I don't remember. Always forget Gad's last name. Zagad Tikvat, is he in or is he away? I'm a close friend. I brought him lunch.
I am currently not authorized to disclose the goings on inside. This
That's
place is currently under investigation by the Azorius Senate.
yes, of course, of course. I was just wondering if he was free, perhaps maybe, I don't know. If he's not on the premises, I can go look for him elsewhere.
Ziverad, go get the sergeant. We have an interested party.
I will say, Tusk very obviously is carrying what appears to be like a small basket with the burritos in it. He it looks like he has a picnic lunch.
Like those picnic baskets with like the huge baguettes kind of stuck out of them,
Yeah.
except they're wrapped in foil.
Out of curiosity, Tart,
Uh-huh.
beyond that, what's some of the body language that Tusk is giving off? Seeing the Gazette and seeing the Azorius here
He
in an area where they're usually not. I'll admit.
He is He is trying to remain confident, but deep down he does know that this is technically his fault. That the reason it's under investigation is because not only was the place invaded, but because he in fact murdered someone. So he is probably I'm trying to think of his body language. I guess you could say he probably looks he's putting on a brave face.
Okay.
But internally he is definitely nervous.
In
Not
that case,
necessarily
go
for himself, but for Gad.
In that case, go ahead and make me a charisma check.
Charisma. Okay. Can
Deception if you're trying to keep the brave face.
Okay, then I'll roll deception because he is trying to keep a brave face. Can I apply my guidance to this?
I think in this specific instance, no.
That's fine. It's gonna roll the guidance anyway. 18.
Oi, Pisk. Make sure you bring him quickly.
Insight check?
Absolutely. For the record, chat, I'm rolling my dire 20. If you hear it on the microphone.
Again, I'm assuming the guidance isn't applied, so 10. I'm rolling the guidance anyway, you see.
Yes.
Because it's just easier to ignore the number than to go in and have to fuck with the option.
Yeah, this... You usually don't have to deal with Azorius policing. Their procedures, you've been like, basically introduced to in a couple of places, but you don't know this woman.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know her mannerisms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you certainly don't know her or her, I guess, company's, her particular office's codes or speech.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. About 5 or 6 minutes pass.
Creatives are getting gold.
Yes, unfortunate. It's almost late. If you have prestidigitation, you can warm them right back up. I'm going...
It's okay, I got
I'm
the
going-
next best thing. I'm not doing that. Actually, hold on. Wait, I have a question. Now I'm curious. Can I use a combination of mold earth, druidcraft, and produce flame to make essentially a makeshift spit for these burritos?
My God.
Barbacoa burritos, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Love it. You managed to start up some coals, and you're getting probably the most. You're. I'll give you this. There is no deception check that is going to hide the bewilderment of this Azorius Arrestor.
I have just made, if you've ever been in a gas station, the fucking like spinning hot racks that they have for the heat for the warm food. That's what I have just made. Hi, Nug.
That is. Of all the things I expected to see today, this was not one of them.
I've had a lot of time to think. Gotta keep it warm somehow.
I see. She pokes her head towards the door. Oi, Pisk! As she pokes her head over, an interesting figure steps forward. A centaur. Standing probably about a solid 7 foot. Hi, Nug.
I knew that's where he was going the moment he left. Nog. Come here, buddy.
Sorry, chat. I've been interrupted by a dog, you see. And not the one that sits across the table from me.
Little fucker.
Back where I was going initially, a centaur. Standing probably about an even 7 foot high from head to hoof. As they kind of duck a little bit out under the doorway. They have a sort of belt where their human half meets their horse half. That is just a bunch of shields that look like they're riveted together over a chain with symbology of the Azorius Senate, the triangle, representing the 3 columns of the Senate, in various positions over each of these little sort of badges around this belt. They do have barding that covers, for the most part, their horse half of what looks like just simple cloth. Essentially the centaur equivalent of robes. That's the best way I can describe this. The centaur equivalent of what would be chorister robes, with this belt over it.
Howdy. As Tusk is sitting by his fucking dumbass fucking creation.
Tusk, I want you to make a history check. And Razzle, as you see him, I want you to you to make this check as well.
That's a nat 1.
Good.
Eight.
So the score is so the result's the same. The DC is lower for you, Tusk, because you've worked with centaurs before.
Yes.
This is the first time you have ever seen a centaur that's been affiliated with the Azorius Senate.
Noted.
Usually they are proud evangels of the Conclave. Individuals who would share your status, but this is weird.
Noted.
Orestes, Pisk, Pahaska, you are relieved. I have asked my questions of the proprietor of this establishment on what he knows. I have... Oh. Serendipity is the word of the day. You would be a Loxodon evangel by the name of Tusk, wouldn't you?
That be me, yes.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Magnus. As he reaches out a hand to you.
Yeah, Tusk will shake it. Good to meet you.
A pleasure. I usually don't get down to this part of the 10th district. It's usually a little below my tastes, but it's nice to see that there are others who are willing to reach out to this, quite frankly, dismal part of town. You brighten the streets, Evangel, is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the pleasantries... That's about all that I have for pleasantries. I was actually about to start seeking you and a couple other individuals out, you see. I just wrapped up my discussion and questioning with Gad inside, I believe he said you would know him as.
I'm not gonna get my lunch with him, am I?
I would advise you take a moment, deliver your lunch, and have whatever conversations you need, because after that, I need you and... He takes a look around. Razzle, if you want to hide, now's the time for a fucking stealth check, buddy.
Haha.
We'll see if you beat his passive
By the way,
perception.
my headcanon is that the only reason Tusk hasn't admitted to this crime yet is because nobody has sought him out yet.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Well,
Probably not.
You're lucky that he rolled a natural 1.
Let's go.
You beat him by 3.
Whew.
Thought I... Must have been some passerby. Confused for them. Understood.
As they
All
say in
right.
my favorite screenplay, must have been the wind.
Oh, really? What screenplay is that?
Fucking put me on the spot. Windfell, the Adventures of Hod Towered.
That's clever.
Wind
That's clever.
Edge.
I have to fucking give that to you.
Wind Edge.
Fuck off. No, Windfell works better. Fuck you. Orestes, stand
Hod
aside.
Towered.
Let him through. As the two arresters are going to step aside, you have someone waiting for you when you get done.
Yeah, that's fine.
Smile. It might be. Potentially.
That's fine. Tusk knows what he did.
Yeah, it's true. He does.
But unlike them, he was there.
Mm-hmm. I see.
They weren't.
It's true. You at least are able to make your way inside. Razzle, I hate to say it, there's no easy way to sneak through 3 individuals who are keeping an eye on the premises.
Razzle's going to bite his lip, and he's just going to park himself kind of nearby, but not. He's gonna kind of like park himself nearby to just kind of keep an eye on when Tusk comes out.
Okay. Inside, you find very much the same Gazette, I guess the House of the Gazette, as it ever was. The collection of chairs, the table at which you and your fellows from the various guilds were all brought together with the objective in mind of getting back some unjustly confiscated property. We'll just leave that there. You hear some movement going on in the room basically immediately after you cross past that first little half wall off to your right. Son of a bitch. There is a deep sigh. That you hear, Tusk.
Is it a familiar sigh? One that I've heard many times before?
Oh, almost certainly.
Tusk will kind of peek his head in. Hey, buddy.
As you poke your head in, what? Huh? Tusk?
Hey,
What the fuck are you doing here?
I brought you lunch. It's been a hot minute, and I wanted to congratulate you on your article, and, it's been a hot minute. And the nice folks outside were willing to let me in to chat with you.
The nice folks outside, as in you talk to them.
Yeah.
But you know why they're here, don't you?
Yeah. I know.
Sit down. I'm assuming they've given you till whenever you walk out of the building?
Pretty much, yeah. In much kinder and flowery language.
Yeah. Yeah, that centaur is, he's quite the charmer.
He reminds me of, What's the fucking guy's name? What's the guy's name?
I'm at a loss. I don't know.
He reminds me of that guy from my favorite screenplay. My favorite screenplay, Windfell. He reminds me of. There's a guy in there. He goes, "Oh, have you ever been to the Sky District? Of course you haven't, fucking Hazim." That was the vibe I got from him. Sorry, I'm building layer upon layer with this joke.
That's fine. Continue at your own hazard. Because someday this house of cards will collapse under its own weight, and you will have to face the consequences.
So just like how I live every other day. Got it.
Correct. Did any of the rest? Have they tried to reach out?
Well, I actually run into a Raz on the way here. Bit of a shared destination, as you will, but he saw the men outside and weren't as keen as I was.
Yeah.
It actually,
It's,
it's kind of unfortunate. He had some pretty important stuff he wanted to talk to you about. He didn't mention what.
Did you close the door behind you? Asking for a friend.
Honestly, not even joking, Tusk, being like a well-mannered individual, probably would have. Like, that's not even me, like, metagaming.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, he probably would have.
All right. He's gonna give a couple taps on the floor. He's gonna walk past the door and give a couple taps on the floor. All right, kid. Centaur's out of the room, out of the building, at least for now. Up you get. And he is going to open up a secret trap door and bring in someone who had decided to visit Gad a little earlier in a certain Adelseas.
Oh, hey. What's up?
Oh,
Sorry to keep you down there
here.
for a minute. You are in a weird legal position right now, bud. You probably had death certificates signed, and then now they have to do. God, I don't even know if undeath certificates are a thing. Oh God, it probably has to be with the fucking Golgari. I did not want to think about paperwork. Oh God.
Elsie has that calculating gif expression. Yeah, sun deaths. It's fine. I'm used to hiding.
Yeah. Props on you for, God, that was 2 hours he was in here. I am surprised you didn't make a fucking sound.
It's just like recon.
Yeah, probably did better than me. I probably would have let one slip.
Any of you have a means of getting in touch with, well, you said Raza was outside. Do me a favor real quick, Adelseas, and check the back. Check the back door.
You will go and check the back door. Equally.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Time.
It's time, indeed.
Time to flex. That's a 3 on the die, but
You rolled a
total.
you rolled a 15 when you got a 3 on the die. I think that's flexing as is.
I think that is.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
Interesting.
It's just
You
a
hear-
little cramped.
You hear conversation going on outside of the door. So, have you heard anything about the precog mages? What's going on with them? No, shut up. One of the people inside could hear you. We don't talk about that shit out here. Seems there are a couple of guards that are outside the back door.
I don't see us will do like the and hut salute thing and point outside.
Shit, they got the back covered too.
I mean, if you got a window, I could just do. Well, actually, I guess that's a good question. Miraculous mail. Does it fly towards the individual, or
It
does it?
apparates in front of them whenever they get it.
Great. I mean, I got miraculous mail. I could just send him something.
Yeah, I guess I have a couple slips of that too. I can set up something to maybe talk with him about, or God's forbid, maybe wait until this is done. He's gonna send. He is going to jot something down on a scrap of his own that he pulls out from one of the drawers next to his chair at the head of this like probably 5-person boardroom style table with what looks like some kind of fabric covering inside of a very richly carved like edge of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pool table without the pockets.
I love pool, man.
Yeah.
Billiards, some call it.
Yes.
I was to say.
Snooker, some others call it.
True. Razzle, you are going to get a short. You are going to receive a scroll of miraculous mail. That has the following text: Windows open upstairs if you need to get inside.
They're gonna look for our squad and find 2 of us inside already. Just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Do you need uppies? So
I don't remember if you have Misty Step, Razzle, but that option has been presented.
I do not, but I think I have an alternative if you will allow it.
Uh-huh.
So, how high up would you say this window is?
Oh, easily. It's like, so first story is about 8 or 9 feet max, because this 7-foot tall centaur had to kind of duck.
Mm-hmm.
And with the exception of like the back, which is raised up a little higher for, like, there's functionally, like, the second story looks like a dormer to a degree off of the higher roof over the sort of like back, 45? Yeah, 45 feet of the building. If we remember the layout of the Gazette, I'll actually go ahead and switch us over to that.
Oh, hey, they never took the body out.
Yeah,
It's kind of wild they kept it here.
I'll keep you involved here. Y'all are gonna be here.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, it's gonna be here.
Oh.
Tusk. No Frondia.
No.
However, there's someone else.
Is it?
Would I have seen the body?
He's back, dude.
He's back.
Let's
He's
go.
back, gamers.
So,
Look at him. Look at that boy.
yeah.
And so, oh, there we go.
There you go.
Be gone, Carrick.
I'm putting Carrick there for his vision. You goon.
Oh, valid.
Shush.
Valid.
Valid.
So that he can see the shenanigans.
Sometimes
Let-
I can still hear his voice.
So, okay. So I think I know how I can do this. So the first thing that Raz is going to do as he begins to attempt this is it says that it's not prepared in the sheet, but if you don't mind, Uh,
I'm willing to waive that.
yeah. Just gonna quickly disguise myself for a bit.
How are you disguising yourself?
That's a very good question, Mega Man. Um, I think we're probably going to go with he's I think he would probably just go with he doesn't want to be a goblin. What's the remind me, what's the reptilian race in Ravnica?
There are dragonborn and lizard folk in equal measure.
Okay. We're just gonna go with a small, kind of scrappy looking, lizard folk urchin looking individual. Um, tattered robes, no one of someone that you would probably look away when you make eye contact with.
Mm-hmm.
And if you'll permit me, I would like to make my way to the alley in between the building, like in between the buildings,
Okay.
and very quickly, I'm gonna web myself up some room to climb, get into the window, and then dispel web.
Holy shit, he's doing the scene from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, where he's
Good
crawling up
shit.
the wall.
Good shit. I did not expect the Spider-Man reference. Take fucking inspiration.
Hey, let's go.
Spider-Ass. Spider-Ass.
He's Toby
All right.
Maguire.
Fuck. Fuck. Oh. Now I have one question. Left or right?
Let me think. Right. He's gonna try and come up through the upper bedroom,
Okay.
like this spot right here.
Yep, you will be able to as soon as I do this.
Marvel's What If Peter Parker was the Green Goblin.
I'm both Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. Ah!
Clever. All right. Hey, guess what? You manage to get up there and throw open the window, and you crawl in.
Quickly dispel, quickly close window. Then going to just zip my way down. And then he'll keep the disguise up, but he'll pop in and he'll just say, I got a letter, a bit of a summons. Thank you.
Oh, that was quick.
I was nearby.
Real quick, you happen to see what might have been scuttling up the wall? I heard something fucking crawling up.
Yeah, it sounded like
Weird.
a big spider.
God, fucking, I cannot stand those things.
But they keep insects out. You know what? I'm sick of having this conversation. That was me just trying not to get spotted by our friends outside.
Lovely.
Well, you didn't just walk in like I did.
It somehow didn't seem prudent.
So,
Wait, Alces, what are you doing here?
That's a good point.
Was
What
it?
are you doing here?
Kid said he needed to talk, so, I invited him over. He wasn't necessarily, as involved as you two were.
Yeah. Hey, so I wanted to apologize in person. I didn't get a chance to, given I was fucking across the precincts, but I'm real sorry for what we brought to you, man. You didn't deserve that.
Yeah. Yeah. Considering that I got out of guild business. Yeah.
And
Look,
I wanted to apologize for this particular situation I have placed you in under the Azorius. 'Twas not my intention.
Yeah, the situation where I had to just provide the fact that you did, to my knowledge, harm those Demir agents in self-defense.
I just
It's gonna,
realized way earlier I said, "Is it League?" when I was talking to Raz. I meant Demir.
yeah, House Demir.
no, it's me. I'm sending assassins after you. I told you I'd get you back for throwing me.
Don't throw the goblins.
We're testing a new experiment, you see.
It's called murder.
Well, I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, that's just. That would be great if the Azorius wasn't somehow compromised.
Oh. Tusk kind of scratches his face. I see the problem now.
Now, I want to say this. When I say compromised, imagine my fucking surprise when I see a letter at my door not even 2 days ago from Tessa Karlov, who is supposedly in prison.
Oh yeah, we met her.
You fucking what?
Yeah,
okay.
so, there's a little bit we gotta go over. So, you know the whole thing that happened with, Mr. Osric's door. Oh, right. We weren't supposed to talk about it. Tusk says, realizing that he had forgotten we weren't supposed to talk about it.
Seems I missed a lot while being dead.
Yeah, it happens. Can't speak from experience, just a guess.
You know what? Actually, forget I said anything. Tusk realizes he has made a terrible mistake.
I'll respect your secrecy on one condition.
Uh-huh.
Was she on Dorn's side or not?
No. No! Woo! No!
Fuck not.
There is notable relief on Gad's face when you mention that Taysa's not involved.
Holy shit. Yeah.
So he holds up a letter in definitely familiar with the familiar seal of House Karlov, broken in half at this point in order for him to open it.
Yeah. I get a notice from House Karlov that apparently any debts I have with the Orzhov Syndicate are now officially the property of House Karlov. Which, I got panicked at first because that meant that one of the old fucking ghosts had my fucking number and I was probably going to be turned into some indentured spirit when I die. That kind of gave me an existential crisis for a minute. But
It's also mentioned that I am free to continue using and making payment using the equipment that was otherwise confiscated by Osric Storn, and then, well, you know, actually still make payments on it and try to do that. I also found out that I apparently had 1,000 more gold paid for than originally, which is kind of, which makes sense considering the books. As he points to you, Razzle.
That's hefty.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
gift horses, man.
I know when you all were last here that I kicked you out because I didn't want a hand in guild business, and I still don't.
Understandable.
But
Fair.
kicking you out and threatening to cut off contact with you wasn't fair of me. I can't put my baggage on top of you. That's not being a good person, much less a good friend.
Yeah. I appreciate it, but we're not exactly blameless either. We did bring you into it despite your wishes. We did make our way here, make you a target indirectly. How about we'll just go ahead and say that we were both shitty to each other and call it even?
Yeah.
You know what this means? Friendship burritos, still warm. I only brought the 2. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. I'm busy with work. I'm on adrenaline runs.
I'm on a diet.
That is the single most horrifying sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Figured you'd be on an alive it now. I can make those jokes because we came through that holy shit.
Well, you don't want to overeat when you first come back to life. You know, it's like when you're dehydrated, you can't just drink all at once. You know.
Yeah. Hey, there was one other thing I thought would be prudent to bring up. So, my main goal was to apologize in person. Glad to see that we're kind to come to a bit of a thing, but I also wanted to warn you.
What about?
When we had originally gone to Osric's to see about bringing our boy back, and snake that he was, he tried to bribe us with or offer us a couple of ways to bring it back. We bring him back, cover the costs, etc., etc.
You know, as a fucking syndic does.
Yeah.
Emphasis
Thing
on
is-
the dick.
Yeah.
Syndic.
Osric's douche.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Continue.
One of the conditions, and he floated a couple, but one of the conditions was more or less to put you out of business. And
I knew I got under his skin when I looked up Dawnscar. I didn't realize it was that fucking bad.
it was that bad, man.
Oh, it was a whole can of worms. Everything that happened with Mr. Dorn.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, Mr. Douche.
Now, Gad, this is me being considerate of you. I have more information to share, but if I do, you might remain a target, and it might draw you back into guild shit. So just, if you want to say, just leave it at that. Fine.
When you say shit went sideways with the, the can of worms that was Osrix, I'm assuming you meant a fight, right?
There was a fight, yes.
Uh-huh. For all that, I'm gonna ask where, because there was one part in Dawnskar that I could not get into. And I'm very curious about. God, it's fucking. I hate that I fucking stick my nose into shit. It's gonna get me killed one day. I fucking swear. Out with it.
Okay. As you wish. We were pulled into what I can only assume to be his main office, and I know this because he had a fucking escape circle attached to it. But more than that, he had a nice round table with 10 seats, each with a name on it. And we noticed one of these names. And when we mentioned that we knew none of these names, that's when shit went south.
Who are they?
Well, it's funny you should mention that, and Tusk will pull out the list. If you guys remember from last session, he wrote those fucking names down.
Hell yeah.
I forgot the extra note I put next to Diasia's name was just in parentheses. Oh fuck.
Seeing Lutana now, Adelses doesn't spit, but he instinctively like holds it in.
Puta
Oh, wait, that's-
intensifies.
Excalibur face.
That's uncouth to do that here. I should not do this.
Minovan, I've heard that name before. I'm gonna say he's someone in the fucking. There's 10 names here. Lutana, he gestures to Adelses. Simic,
Uta.
Combine.
Diasia is one of the dryads in the conclave. My guess is that each one of these persons is from a different guild. 10 in all.
Where the fuck have I heard Kevin? He's gonna look to you, Razzle. You heard the name Cavan anywhere around Nivix?
I am willing to roll a history. Was Kevin also the name of one of the inspectors when we went to Dawnscar Mint?
No.
Okay. Then I will roll history for Kevin. If that's alright. $22.
You're fairly certain that you know of a functionary, one of Niv Mizzet's assistants, with the name Cavan.
Sorry, just writing down. Oh.
They are a Vidalcan. You do know that much with your 22 history.
Wait. No. Oh, one of Niv's assistants is named Kevin. Vidalcan.
Put a pin in that. That may not be who this is. But so you've got that. I mean, we can obviously cross off Osrix and who he was involved with. He was openly affiliated with the syndicate. Diasia, you said, was Conclave. And Lutana, affiliated with the Combine. I don't know about these other names, but Kevin. Oh, this is. I hate that I can't take no for an answer. Give me some time to look into these names.
Called an anonymous tip, brother.
That's exactly what it's gonna be. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to dip into each of these, but I'll be in touch. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
This is.
Now, as Tusk stands up, if you don't mind me, I think I'm gonna go get arrested.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure serving with y'all. If you two wish to make yourselves scarce, I don't blame you. But from what I've gathered, sounds like Mr. Magnus, the centaur in charge of this investigation, sounds like he's likely going to be gathering us up.
You guys
Above
can.
you.
Yes?
You may or may not have noticed. Usually Alice's has like a green and blue color. He has heterochromia, right? And his skin is kind of a mix of both colors.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since he came back, it's all been blue. As if one of the colors is just gone.
Yeah.
Probably guess what that means.
Yeah. Razzle just kind of looks at the shade and just shakes his head a little bit.
Oh, but before I go, and Tusk will slide it, God's burrito a bit closer to him, and then you watch as he takes his full burrito in his hands. It's a big fucking burrito. And if you ever seen the Burger King commercial of the Snake Man, fucking just like unnaturally large jaw, just unhinged, and shoves the whole thing in his mouth.
Oh god. Ugh.
Why?
I had a different image in my mind.
Oh boy. This is. Huh. You boys are welcome to hunker down here for a minute. After they pick him up, they're probably gonna be looking for you.
All right.
I'll give you.
That's fair.
I can let you guys stick around for a couple of hours. Then you need to clear out for your own safety.
Yeah. Don't worry. Ain't gonna bring you into. I ain't gonna bring any more into it if I can avoid it, my man.
Oh, trust me, I might have just. I don't like that there's 10. I really don't like that there's 10 names here.
I don't really like. Sorry. I don't really like that there's any names on there.
Be seeing you guys.
Yeah. You too.
Tusk, enjoy your last meal before incarceration.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as we break from that scene, Tusk, you are going to be taken into Azorius custody for a few days, and you are going to be questioned at an arrestor station about the details of the attack.
So here is where, so here's the thing. Tusk is a lawful good character.
Uh-huh.
He's completely transparent on the whole thing. He talks about everything that happened to the finest detail that he can provide, and will openly admit to the murder of this individual. He'll clarify that, of course, it was in self-defense, but he will admit to the crime. He will confess.
Oh boy.
So, a couple things that will be stated up front. As you are questioned by Magnus. He mentions to you at this point that no member of House Demir is claiming responsibility for the attack on someone who is otherwise a guildless citizen.
Oh.
Because that would have issue.
Uh-huh.
Despite this individual's clear House Demir affiliation,
Uh-huh.
House Demir claims that this agent was rogue.
Oh,
and was not
fuck.
acting on orders of the house.
So, what does that mean?
That means that there is going to be an in-depth investigation by the Azorius Senate into this matter. You have 30 days until we present this matter before an inquiry. You and your compatriots will likely be called as witnesses. We have arresters fanning out throughout the city to question them or bring them in should they not cooperate in their place of residence.
Tusk kind of scratching his face again. So I'm free to go?
If we are unable to find you at the end of this 30 days, considering your conduct and your behavior, and because of orders handed down by the Office of the Guild Pact, there is a bit of... Make an insight check as he starts into this. As you're speaking with Magnus throughout this.
Again, I'm not doing guidance for this, so 17.
There is a bit of disdain when he has to bring up the Guild Pact, the Office of the Guild Pact. The Office of the Guild Pact has seen fit to offer you clemency, considering that this happened after a point you were deputized and before your deputization ran out. If we find that there is any potential wrongdoing to call into question the means of your deputization, or of, quite frankly, anything about what you have done in the time during your deputization, we may have to, in a post facto sense, revoke the protections that were offered to you during that time, and you may be legally culpable.
Understandable.
However, we cannot fully resolve this matter now. You are free to go, but you will be hearing from us again.
I look forward to it. Thank you very kindly. And he will get up and walk out as a free man. I am not a crook's head. I love Futurama.
I love.
And go ahead, CG.
No, I was just gonna say, boy, when the Azorius were just like, the Guild Pact office, I was just getting that thing where you see like once every 10 Law and Order episodes where it's just like, I can't believe the FBI is coming in and muscling in on the local precinct.
Yeah. That's basically what it is. But I think with the break in this scene, that's a good place for us to take a bio break.
I'm a free man for now.
For now,
Hooray!
TM.
For now.
For now, TM.
Free with an
Straight
asterisk.
out of jail, fresh out on bail.
Well, I said it earlier. Like, if they had just come up to Tusk at a point and be like, "Did you kill this man?" He'd been like, "Yeah." I mean, it
Yeah.
was in self-defense, but yeah.
It's self-defense, bro.
Took you 10 days to ask me that?
I legally
just
screamed,
defense, bro.
he's coming right for me.
He was coming right for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I came right for him.
All right, gamers. We'll be back here in just a bit.
Always use this because it actually proved to be quite useful.
Yep. I'm fairly certain I recognize that website link.
Hello, we're audible again.
Yes.
Ah!
We return, gamers.
Yo, you got those audibles? Pass it, man.
Hey, yo!
Sponsor?
Pausers.
Sponsored by Audible now.
No.
Sponsored by these fucking doobies, brother.
Thought you were
We're
gonna say
sponsored
these
by the
nuts.
state of Colorado.
Mary
Sponsored by
Jane,
Grace.
that's my favorite name.
Yeah.
So,
That
I
movie
think
is
we have.
that movie's 24 years old.
It is, yes.
Maybe not that old, but it's at least 20 years old.
We have come, to the most part, through the majority of your downtime. With the exception of one final bit.
We need to return to Carrick on 15th Sizearm, rather
Hi,
than.
that's me.
Yes.
I'm in the clouds.
Yes. You are in the clouds.
I don't come here very often.
Have you ever been to the Cloud District? Oh, who am I kidding? Of course you haven't.
You look like you have a puntable head.
It's so funny that you would mention that. Of course I do.
Smack via the guard.
Easily the one of the most hated NPCs in all video games.
Gods, isn't he?
Fuck you, Preventus.
Oh, Preventus is okay.
His-
We're talking about Nazim.
I was about to say his
Nazim.
name is Nazim.
Oh yeah, no, fuck Nazim.
In Windfell, Hazim.
Look, all I can say is this: if you ever find yourself on the mod website, get the mod that basically says that every time he says, "Do you get to the Cloud District?" very often, it just catapults him into the sky.
It's pretty funny.
It's worth it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Make sure I have this correct. Yep, there we go. Gaming.
Hey yo, we gaming?
You would have had long rests since last session, right?
Oh, absolutely. You are in the process of multiple long rest periods.
Hooray!
Oh, because I leveled up. It didn't actually fill up my slots. I was wondering. Yeah. Just level 2 slots on this character.
Oh fuck, that reminds me, we gotta make a shopping trip at some point, brothers.
Yes.
Ah, it's almost like you have a marketplace that you know of
Yeah.
and own. Smile.
Who
We
knows
need to
if
make a
those-
shopping trip. Opens the back door. Oh, we're here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I need my diamond!
Fishmonger, I require your finest wares.
All right. Far above the spires of Ravnica, in the clouds themselves, even the tallest spires of New Prov actually are distant. As you, Carrick, and your, let's be honest, rival, frenemy, Elydian Jadric, are on a ride to a place where you're not 100% sure usually is.
Ooh.
As you would likely know, the location of Parhelion is a closely guarded secret. Or rather, its flight path is a protected secret.
Mm-hmm.
As you fly northward, out of the skies above the 10th district, you eventually enter a space overlooking District 11, Jazeru. Notable for its wetlands and when I say wetlands, I truly mean lakefront and access to more zonats, more Simic Combine colonies that extend to the northwest of the 10th district, as opposed to the red wastes that stretch out over your right as you fly. Rubble as far as the eye can see, with pockets of green where firs and evergreens dot the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of Gruul territory.
Ooh.
And above it all, as you fly out of this cloud, between clouds, a second, a third, a fourth, you continue your ascent. As it's been gradual for the most part, this now takes a swift, you are met with a swift force of gravity pulling you onto and right into the second seat on the saddle of this rock. As you are going to see this.
Oh.
The Flying Fortress. The Response Garrison. The Floating Citadel. And more importantly, the home of the highest officers outside of Sunhome, and potentially some of the highest ranked officers in the city of Ravnica of the Boros Legion.
Carrick will appreciate the view of Parhelion.
As you look around, go ahead and make perception checks. A perception check for me.
Okay, perception check. I can do that. Perception. That is 14.
As you crest and sort of as the rock's wing dips to the right, beginning to circle, you begin to circle now, Parhelion 2. You see up another probably 50 to 70 feet in the air, somewhere in there, a flight of griffin-mounted sky knights. And you see docked on two of the lower platforms a pair of floating warships. This is the center of the Boros Legion's military power, more so than Sunhome in a lot of respects. This is where the heavy hitters are. In almost every sense of the word.
Making a mental note of that.
You are eventually a flight of two Boros Sky Knights flanking you on either side, on Griffin back. Begin to guide and escort you to one of the landing platforms around the base. Until the rocks come to stand on this warm sandstone that is held aloft in the sky. It is a little chilly and a little harder to breathe for you than usual, given the altitude. A little bit clearer air up here. As Illidian steps off. Appreciate the ride, gentlemen. The two Boros Sky Knights that provided your ride just kind of share a glance as they turn helmets. No. Okay, comedy is not their strong suit. Come on, I think I remember where Alme's office is.
Carrick will dismount the rock, and he will give a proper salute to the knights. No words, just an affirmative of their duty.
The one whose rock you rode returns the salute. We'll be here outside. We'll be here, waiting until you're done. We'll be taking you back to Common Fortress from there. From here.
Copy. And Carrick will acknowledge it and move on out.
No, that doesn't fit. As you walk, you follow Illidian's lead as you are presented with the double doors into one of the structures in Parhelion. There is a gentle hum as your feet hit the stone.
Carrick's gonna take in the sights. Well,
You think you you think you see New Prov down just one of its spires poking through the clouds before you head inside. Inside the actual structure of Parhelion 2, you see soldiers at work, various. You cross through a lower level, a lot of offices, a lot of officers' quarters, you're fairly certain, along with their places of work. Not a space is wasted on this fortress, on this flying fortress.
Copy.
Until you are led down through the halls with Illidian as your guide. Until you reach the end of one of the halls. You see someone, a probably 7 or 8 foot tall humanoid. Or at least you'd assume they were humanoid if you didn't also catch a glimpse of the folded wings. Sort of held back. They bear a radiant golden sword that they have at their hip. They stand almost at attention and they regard you pretty coldly.
Jake, with my history with the Legion, would I have heard of any individual like this before?
You would have heard of individuals like this before. Make a history check with advantage.
Copy. That's a double 1 on each side.
You don't know what particular company this one belongs to, but this is still very clearly one of the Battle Force Angels.
Carrick will be moving less relaxed. He's moving more rigid, regimented, just because he understands this isn't the streets, this isn't ground field. This is Legionary Command, and he understands that. Down there, he might have some weight, but up here, he kind of realizes that one wrong sentence could probably literally get him thrown off the airship and fall to his death. But he will just continue forward.
Illidian will pause and exchange a quick glance at the angel. Your Grace, we were invited here by the Sky Marshal. She will see you in but a moment. I need you to make a wisdom save for me, Carrick.
Beans. Alright. Wisdom save. That's a 4.
You are compelled, as by the Zone of Truth spell. You may proceed.
Ma'am. I assume this is a female angel, correct?
They present female, at least.
Okay.
They do not. They do not mention. They do not mention otherwise.
Alright. And Carrick will salute.
As you walk into the room, Elydian leading you, you notice things that are familiar at a glance. Your passive perception is above 10, yes?
Yeah, it's a 12.
You spot a picture on the desk in front of you. A picture of your graduating class from Horizon Academy. Your particular unit was 15 individuals strong, 2 of which have stuck in your memory for quite some time. One you just walked in with, and the other as she turns to face you. This woman with perfectly groomed golden hair that is undercut with a fade to one side as she turns to look directly at you, Carrick. Her round silver eyes are scanning you the instant she locks eyes with you. To say nothing of the sort of pale red tattoo that drops from her scalp and her hairline to just above her eyebrow. This is the face of a personal friend that you have not seen in some time. This is the face of Alme Veskov, a member of your graduating unit from Horizon Academy, and a mutual friend of yours and Elydian's.
Carrick will nod and kind of... He's not one for formalities, but he understands he's standing before someone who most certainly is outranking him. So he'll be more at attention and go, Ame.
Carrick, it's been too long.
It has. How has everything been going?
Oh? Sunflight Company has been a lot. I've heard that things on the ground are interesting as of late. The reports that Elydian has been giving me have at least painted that much of a picture. Sit down, please.
He'll take
Be
a
at
seat.
ease.
He will take a seat after going at ease.
Close the door for us, would you, Elydian?
Yes, ma'am.
As the door closes, the look of formality that you you would recognize would be the front that she puts up whenever she is in front of individuals of note. That's her command face. She is not wearing that once the door closes. So you're finally off your ass.
More or less.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Still not used to the fact you're a Sky Marshal.
You can get used to it. I'm going to be here for a while. And the official position... The Sunflight Company is actually not just any old company of Sky Knights. We are a regiment entirely made up of Skyjacks. Some of us have griffins, others of us have rocks. Elydian, as you well know, is my liaison on the ground. So imagine my surprise when I hear that Carrick Tall, another one of Vadran's famous 50, wanted to actually step up. What are you looking for?
Simply put, more capability to be able to do better on the ground. You can only do so much as an NCO.
You can say that again. I have been authorized to offer you two potential options. One of which means that you would be able to keep, to a degree, the Giant's Fist. But it would come with some responsibilities attached. Likely beyond what you're used to.
And the other?
Well, the other actually puts you, right alongside me. You have a choice whether or not you continue with the rank and file of the Legion or if you want to join the Wojeks. If you join the Wojeks, you will be placed under my command. You would be taking Elydian's place as he's given his involvement as in this matter, he is also up for promotion. It's become clear to command that we need more capable individuals everywhere in the city. And that means utilizing those people who are beginning to stand out. Above board, for you, J. Frost, you are being offered the special role of Wojek, or the promotion to the rank of Brigadier, as described in GGR, page 43. To clarify, as a Wojek, you would be getting a much higher degree of independence in the missions that you are able to undertake. You would not have to answer as closely to command. However, you will also be, that means that you will be responsible for more of your actions and be potentially subject to harsher criticism, as the Wojeks are the standard of behavior within the Legion. The Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, the actual supplement book itself.
My apologies. I'm not familiar with
The
I don't know if
acronym.
I actually have that.
Let
Now, when
me
you-
pull that
yeah,
up
when-
for you here.
Yeah, because you'll have to forgive me. When you say Brigadier, the first thought was Brigadier General, which that's a huge jump.
A brigadier is the rank above sergeant. Think this would basically be the lieutenant position of a company, underneath a captain.
Okay, that would make sense. I appreciate that. Okay, so one position offers standardized rank and file structure. Probably. How many squads would be under the command of a brigadier?
You would lead 6, which at that point the Giant's Fist Squadron would become the Giant's Fist Brigade. This would put an additional 24 individuals at your command to potentially help police or deal with threats. And 4 of these individuals will also have access to Skyjack rocks. The birds you flew up on.
That's pretty. That's not bad.
And I will say this specifically. Choosing Wojak does not necessarily preclude you from taking Brigadier later. This is a question of what you prioritize now.
It's pretty serious stuff. So the trade-off for this would be, if I go Brigadier, I'll have more command, but I'll be under more scrutiny.
You will be responsible for the lives of the men under your command, as with now, for your squad, whenever you deploy them. In any encounter that you want to potentially have them available, I need you to ensure that you inform me beforehand.
Copy. So basically, if we were
And
to
if
do,
you
say,
take
a raid,
potentially, or anywhere where you want to have them act as potential backup on standby, which would probably mean those soldiers on the Skyjack rocks.
understood. Goddamn CG. Alright. Now, in comparison with the Wojak, I could potentially. I'm basically. What? Would this be more on.
The Wojak League are basically Ravnica's secret police. You know, for the Boros Legion specifically. You would be policing Legion targets if, Legion targets would come up if they suspected them of corruption or of disservice to the city. and that would be a specific job description, something that you would be authorized to do, and could offer you legal protections in the event of, oh hey, you've been compromised. You've been otherwise compromised. You give yourself a legal out with this.
I see. But one of the benefits would be I wouldn't have a problem potentially going and snagging the brigadier rank at a later point in time.
Yes, you could also take the brigadier rank later. You mentioned that you wanted to stay on the ground, so I am going to assume that means you're probably not going to want the Sky Knight position, which would provide you with your own rock that you could only use for official operations.
As much as I'd love to have flying capability with the rock, I don't believe that would be in Carrick's best interest or anyone's. I think it would be a disservice and dissatisfaction.
Okay.
As far as this goes, there's a lot to it. It's taking a lot for in-game. Carrick's definitely contemplating. Because this is some serious stuff, and
yeah. The special order known as the Wojek League serves as a combination of military, police, and military intelligence, giving it a fair degree of independence within the guild. Its members scout the activity of other guilds to assess their military strength and predict potential threats, and they sometimes activate squads to defuse threats before they grow more serious. Just at a glance, some of the responsibilities.
got it. Jake, it's gonna seem weird. I'm doing this both in game and above game. Carrick's gonna take a coin.
Roll a d100. 50 and up, heads. 49 and down, tails. Actually, no, 50 and down, tails. 51 into 100, heads.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
Basically the same, just shifted up one.
Alright. He's taken, and he flips that coin. Deuce, deuce.
The result is tails.
Carrick's gonna stare at it. He's gonna take a deep breath. Against everything I know. Wojek.
A meathead Wojek. Illidian speaks up. Rest of the crew will never believe this.
However, I would like to know how well my squad's gonna be. And he kind of just looks to Ame. And he goes, Alcaris, Mirek, Slatko. What's gonna happen with them?
We will have to appoint a new sergeant to the Giant's Fist. Likely, it will likely end up being Corporal Kubetschik, who fills in your place. They will remain posted at Common Fortress, and they will likely have new recruits to take the place of officers that are going to receive that were likely going to receive promotion anyway. You do still reserve. We will still allow you to reserve the right to activate them as your preferential unit should you come across sensitive areas that need immediate attention.
I see.
You are still retaining the benefits of your rank as a sergeant.
Alright. You have no idea how tempted I am that I wanted to take that brigadier, but I have a feeling that if I take this, the benefits to that might come later. Yes?
There is the potential. Wojek Tal. There's a soft smile on Elme's face as she offers the title.
He kind of grimaces a bit and goes, ugh, just Carrick. I'm still not comfortable with that title.
You'd better get comfortable with it.
Alright. So, besides the generic, benefits of the Wojek, such as the politics and all that other bureaucratic shit, anything else I should look for? Commission?
You will see an increase in pay.
Alright.
That should go without saying. However,
Alright.
I am going to meet you with this. Your first responsibility as a Wojek. You're going to go into the basement, into one of the dungeons here in the fortress. We have someone that you might be familiar with. A certain officer that you were involved with bringing to heel. They were involved in the situation in Donskar. And I wouldn't doubt for a second they have knowledge of other things going on there.
I see. By the books or off the leash?
You may do to Leslaw Jund whatever is necessary to get the information out of him. But we need something more to go on. How those shipments left Sunhome without our knowledge. Take as much time as you need.
Got it.
Welcome to the rest of your downtime, Carrick. Until... for the remainder of that 3 weeks. I need from you a couple of things.
Yeah.
I need 2 intimidation checks. And... and in 2 intimidation, 1 intelligence.
Got it. I do have one question.
Yes.
Could I get Adric's assistance? Or Aldrich's assistance? concerning
I
this
think
matter.
you could. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I just considering Chadrick was the one who helped me bring him in, I would like his assistance. So this will be 2 intimidation checks with advantage.
Correct.
And just a general intelligence check. I'll do the intimidations first. That's a 13. And that's a 9.
Okay.
And this will be a general intelligence check. No advantage, correct?
Correct.
That's a 7.
His screams are pretty clear. As you interrogate, to put it lightly, interrogate. One of the men you found in league to be in league with Osric's Dorn. You find out that he doesn't know who smuggled the shipment, but he does tell you where.
What's the name of the place?
It's in the 4th precinct, in between Sunhome and Horizon Academy. It is one of the buildings off of the Grand Courtyard in front of Sunhome.
Alright, so between some home and what was the second
Horizon Academy.
Horizon Academy. One of the grand buildings, yes?
One of the buildings off of the Grand Courtyard outside of Sunhome Fortress.
Of Sunhome Fortress. Understood. With that information at helm, Carrick is going to look at this disgraced legionary, and he's gonna bring him kind of closer to Carrick's face, and he goes, I want you to understand this. Whoever you are working for, we will find them. No one is untouchable. And he's going to hold up the front platinum tooth that once belonged to Osric's Dorn. Everyone can be broken. He's gonna drop him. Kind of walk out with a very bloody knuckles. And from there, he will prepare to make arrangements to have that area investigated personally by him. Potentially with some outside assistance.
All right.
with those matters concluded, the clerical business of shopping trips to plan, and trails to follow ahead of all of us here in Ravnica. The mystery of Osric's Dorn's Ring of 10. The Ring of 10 Names is before you. But that is where we are going to leave things for tonight.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Oh boy. I want my diamond. I want my diamond.
Alrighty, we have some above game things to take care of off screen, chat. We will spare you that and prepare for our next session, which will be on April 30th in 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and head around the table. We'll go in reverse order from what we started, because Willie didn't get a chance to say hello when we started the stream. X Wiley Willie, where can people find you? Who did you play?
Hello, I am XRL Luli. I played Adelcies, Ainva, Spec Ops, the soldier guy. You can find me at XWileyWilly on twitch.tv/XWileyWilly and on Twitter. I play randomizers and more randomizers and rarely make music on stream. It's been a while. On Tuesdays, I can be found here. Thursdays are no longer our multi-world days. That's on Sundays now. I need to update my notes. Saturdays, you can find me every other Saturday or every other. What did I just say? Man, I'm out of it.
Every other Sunday?
You can do it. You can
Every
do
other
it.
Saturday on Burnhard Vaughn's channel, we do Strixhaven. God damn.
I'm jumping the gun.
Yes. You can also find me on Ko-Fi and YouTube at Wiley Willy, where I do commissions. I believe that's everything.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to J Frost. Who'd you play? Where can they find you?
Hello, I play Carrick Tall. You can find me over on twitch.tv/jfrost747. Sundays War of the Shattered Sun, led by our lovely DM, Farting Tart. Find me here every other Tuesday for our Rascals in Ravnica with the handsome DM, _Jake. Saturdays, Saved by the Spell, where I DM for a bunch of goobers at a magical academy. You'll also find me doing some random streams here and there, hoping to get back with the Emerald Nuzlocke and probably do some Final Fantasy soon with my spouse, Spoiled Chestnut. That's it for me. Next up.
I think that's you, Tart. Who'd you
Hello.
play? Where can they find you?
Well, I sure hope you've already found me if you're here. But hello, my name is Farting Tart. I played Tusk, the Loxodon Druid. You have already found me here at twitch.tv/Farting Tart, where I do D&D, I do variety games. I'm a variety doge tuber. You can also find me tomorrow on Bev's channel, twitch.tv/Sour Slimes, where we're continuing our Too Many Types journey, where... Oh god, I don't even remember what happened in the last session, but the last thing I remember is that her dad's a furry.
That tracks.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's not even a joke. He's actually, like, all of his team... He had a furry team. It was a little disturbing, I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, so that's the next thing here. But yeah, And Jake, you.
No, it's players first. Players first, then me.
Yeah, I was the last one.
Where can we not find CG?
Hi, I'm the forgotten one. You can
No,
find
you're
me
not,
nowhere
CG. I
You
told
find
I
me
you.
didn't
nowhere.
for gore.
because I don't do things. Or more accurately, I do all the things that everyone else already mentioned.
I genuinely thought CG had win. I'm so sorry.
I'm pulling your shit. Uh, no, I'm in several of the games that all of these guys have mentioned, such as the Strixhaven and the War of the Shattered Sun. Is good times. Go visit those things to see fun people like myself and my friends here in those games, enjoying and having good times. Jake.
Yeah, I guess that does leave me now. Hi, everyone. I'm the internet's own Jake. I have been everyone else. And you can find me over on my own Twitch channel this upcoming Sunday, where I will be streaming the weekend capstone cartography streams, as per normal. Those start at 11 o'clock p.m., provided I'm not off late from work. And then the next Tuesday after, that will be April 23rd, this upcoming, and then subsequently May 7th, over on my channel, where I stream the Idosian Anthologies D&D series, where we are currently going through Act 2 of the Legacy of the Dealbreakers. Last session, the party ended up meeting a druid? Question mark? Yeah. One of the party members mouthed off, pissed off the druid. That's certainly a great idea to do in the middle of a forest. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't you, thankfully. Though she's got her own issues with you.
Yeah, well,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that in session, though.
She'll get over it. I didn't do anything to wrong her yet.
So, that's me, though. Which leaves our last order of business. Tart, if you'd be, ever so kind, where can you send us someplace?
Yes, we are going to actually go raid into someone I can't remember the last time I've been able to raid this person, or if I've been able to raid them ever. We're gonna go raid my friend Rachel, who has been on the channel a number of times and is really cool and fun. They're into birds. They like birds. Say, hey, you know what? Go in there and tell Rachel your favorite kind of bird. It could be ducks. It could be blue jays. I don't know.
Tweet, motherfuckers.
Tweet, motherfuckers. Actually, maybe that's the message. Tweet, motherfuckers.
One tweet for each of the birds on Tusk's tusk.
Yes, correct. Yeah, go show them some love. Let them know who sent you. We'll be back again in 2 weeks for another episode of Rascals in Ravnica. Thank you all for joining us. We love you all so very much. And remember, as always, Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. You are loved. You all just had a stroke. You are loved. You are valid. And most importantly, if no one told you today, you fucking matter. We love you all, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Adios.